Welcome back, hunters! I'm theSurvivalVis, and we return to Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak, where this episode we are going to be putting a heavy bowgun with piercing flaming ammo to the test. So the full skill list I've got is Fire Attack 5, Crit Element 3, Spare Shot 3, Ammo Up 3, Reload Speed 3, Recoil Down 3, Dereliction 3, 2 in Resentment, Crit Eye 2, Evade Extender, Tune Up, Element Exploit, Coalescence Burst, and a Strife. So I'm going to try this out, see how it goes. For the switch skills, we're going to be using a combination of actually 3 things that's in their own text description sound like they will work well together. The counter charger, instead of like getting the shot off, is just going to make it easier for us to either use the charge shot, or in this case, it cuts down on how much overheat each shot of the crouching shot will give us. And crouching shot is to spit out ammo much more quickly, and the setting sun is going to try to get more procs off of like piercing or element piercing ammo through it. I actually think it does work as well for like possibly... Let me see what the description says, because I think it might actually apply to other stuff as well. Fire piercing ammo / multi-hit ammo. So I don't know if that also means it applies to... I know it applies to piercing, as it obviously lists, but I don't know if it also applies to, say, spread and shrapnel. Because technically those are multi-hit ammo types. But I don't know if it will like count for that or not. The wording seems a little vague there. I assume it slows down projectiles, so piercing procs or piercing elemental ammo just has more to it. Maybe it does for the others as well, I don't really know. I might actually have to test that myself to see. But this episode, we are going to go after... Where is it? I mean, the basils, this isn't really the best ammo type for it. We'll go after a Barioth and see how it goes. Because this is a monster that is weak to Flaming Element, and we'll get to see just how much damage this can put out. And we'll go for Bird Caller, Defender, and Temper. I probably should try using some of the tickets and that I get for the dongos to boost the activation rates, but so far I'm just going to keep stockpiling them over and over and over again. But I'm curious to see how this will play out. Like, the wall build was really fun and kind of silly just how easily we're able to tank so much that happened. But now I have to remember I cannot tank anything. I can get, like, 1 activation for the counter charge, but it's not like I can stand still and block hits. I'm going to need to be mindful. I have to keep dodging and avoiding attacks. I also might have just forgotten that I was supposed to upgrade one of the armor pieces I have for this set, because what I have is Chaotic Ormagala, Silver Rathalos. Oh, I can't even go up the wall there. Okay, yeah, so Chaotic Ormagala, Silver Rathalos, Geismagorm legs and hands, or I should say gloves and legs, and just regular Shagaru Magala waist for the spare shot. We'll see how this all kind of pieces together for something. And might as well snag our little investigation stuff if we can, too. I do want to unlock the Element Exploit charm, or decoration. That one you need to hunt down a Investigation 140 or above, Flaming Espinos, or Seething Basil. Those are the only 2 that gives you the material you need for it. But it seems to be, it's pretty hard to squeak the investigations up over, or closer to 140 at this stage. I am hoping next title update, it kind of makes it a little easier the higher you're up to keep going. But snagging each one of these little things might help a little bit.
That seems valuable. Not a bad find. Let's make haste.
And Barioth is a monster I've hunted quite a bit because of... it's just been a good one to use elemental sets against. Like, even though I would probably say the Fire Element is the best one to use against it, Thunder Element isn't bad either. And it's a pretty easy to read moveset as well, so it's not like you'll be in for too many surprises or it'll be too nasty or tricky to dodge some of the things that it does. Once you can break down those wings, Barioth becomes so easy to handle, and it's... I feel like I've probably done a recent Barioth hunt and talked about it, but Yeah, the part breaks that actually have an effect on the rest of the hunt, I think, are some of the best done in the series. Just because it gives you the incentive to prioritize certain parts more than just chasing numbers. Okay, that should be enough. And we'll go and start fighting him. I also gotta remember that if I do hold it, I get locked down into the crouching animation. Yeah, you got a connection off there. Now, I really gotta mind the overheat, because that'll get me. Like, the first hits on the thorns are getting some pretty good numbers produced. Oh, that tail got me. Okay, again, I gotta remember... Oh, there we go. Okay, so this is where I want to do... no, that's not it. That's not it either. How is that done again? Okay. There we go. Yeah, this is where you basically want to... If situation lines up, it's a pretty good one to try using this in combination together. Ow. Yeah, I gotta be more careful. Some of these attacks are going to hit very badly as they get through if I'm not careful. But it is nice to see all the extra procs going off. I just gotta remember... I'm having trouble actually remembering to combo every single thing together that I can. Okay, let me make more... Okay, I bungled that one up a little bit for, like, everything. Yeah, I think if you have a full team of hunters, Heavy Bowgun is going to do really good for piercing elemental. Oh, I wish I had the charger active to just, like, throw this out even faster. Speaking of, though, there it is. Oh, did that get rid of it already?
Looks super irritated.
I do not know how I managed to not, like, be in the way of that. I do think my weapon, or my shot placements could be much better. And you know what? I know I'm basically out of another thing of piercing fire, but there are a few spots I can get the fire herbs without having to go back to a base camp around here. If I remember right, yeah, there's one right up there. That was kind of a nice thing I really have found with the maps, since World, is if you want to go after ammo, you don't necessarily need to go all the way back to a base camp to restock or that for them. They are out in the world, and you can find and just kind of keep the hunting feel of foraging and using what you find out for yourself. There's another one. I think it's over this way. Yeah, there's that one. There should be more as well. Yeah, there's actually supposedly one back this direction that I came from. I should remember to heal up. Oh, yeah, there it is. So how many can I make with that? Puts us up to 23. I'd still probably want to stop and hit a base camp to refresh everything. But it's not too bad for now, I think. We'll keep going and see how we do. If I can get the shots placed right, they'll probably perform pretty well, and if I get lucky with the spare shots as well. I think the hardest part is trying to get the combination of countercharger active, countercharge active, setting sun activated, monster knockdown, and able to actually just rapid fire everything I've got into it. It's a few things you need to have in combination to do the very best you can.
What kind of creature is that?
Thank you very much, little Felicicro. We'll take that. Right, wrong one. I meant to use the charger.
Thank you.
Oh, that should have been lethal. Now I've gotten the two mixed up of what's the counter charge and what's the, Oh, actually, this is going to work out pretty well. Except for the fact that Minota decided to steal it from me. Thanks. Well, I do have to admit, the NPCs do know what they're supposed to do with the monsters. Well, actually, clusters do quite a good amount of damage. I don't think I've used them. Okay, what else can I work at right now? Oh, you know what?
Very kind.
Much appreciated.
Now, after he runs off, I'll probably... Actually, that might be fun build to try out, is using the crouching shot with, like, normal 3.
It's coming for you.
And again, I messed up my combination of buttons. Probably not the smartest thing to do is trying to learn the configurations. Ow. Like in an anomaly hunt at level 130, but at least it's an added challenge and fun for you guys to watch me get pounded and beaten around a bit. Oh, and it's... Okay, just hit a limping point. I think if I'd be able to, like, keep better sustain for, like, maximum damage with the elemental shots, I might have been able to take it down with just the, like, single round or load of ammunition. But still not too bad for, like, first blind try of this. I have to admit, Heavy Bowgun, it does feel like a bit of a cannon at times. It just might need a little bit of setup and probably perform best with somebody else keeping the monster's attention for a while. But I think Rise and Sunbreak actually introduced the diversion skill, which would be very helpful for that. One person acts as like the tank and keeps the aggro, and the other just gets to unload and unleash all heck. You know what? Let's just go in with this. I thought that would have been the counter charge, but I guess not, huh? Ow. Okay, try to lose that so we don't keep messing that up. Oh, that was dumb. Yeah. Yeah, that was dumb of me. I shouldn't have even been that close trying. Okay, let's head in. I'm just going snag. Give me another stack of the piercing fire, and this will put it down for good. Barioth is one, once you break the wings, you can get some okay numbers, but I think it's once, like, those thorns or whatever are still intact, you're getting, like, the really high numbers, like 100 out for the piercing ammo initial proc. Might as well snag that. And I think I went the wrong way, but it's okay. Yeah, overall, I could definitely see, with more skill and practice, having quite a bit of fun being the elemental sniper. I do think I have a more soft spot for the Light Bowgun, just because the extra mobility and versatility. Oh, he's on the move. Oh, he's coming here. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it really didn't have much left in its tank. It wasn't for being stupid and getting that close to the monster for its, like, anomaly burst. Would have had it down there, no problem.
You make me proud to be your sister.
But I still prefer the Light Bowgun's mobility and, like, faster pacing of... Sure, it's not big pump damage like, say, you're using a cannon. But I still like the feel of being so mobile and almost like the dance with the monster, of trying to mind your timing and position more. Heavy Bowgun, you still will have that a bit, but I think it's more so you perform best with somebody else being able to keep the monster's attention longer. That, and I just need a lot more practice. Also, the poor frickin' Boggy. Like, had everything teaming up against it here. But overall, Heavy Bowgun definitely can be a lot of fun to use. I think I figured out what I'm going to try making next, which is going to be a normal 3 counter charge crouch shot builds. Trying to make a machine gun out of normal 3. I don't think it's going to be easy to do, but I feel like there's potential with it. I just have to figure out what monster would be good to like go up against it with as well. Yeah, there's quite a few things gathered there. The Fliskro did decent enough for our extras. And just a little spark there for what took it down. And 144. And the high... Wow, we actually got, our highest is an earned 139 Gerardus. Even above what our Barioth unlock was from this. Sometimes the quest levels are super weird for like what you're up against or what you open up. But I'll have to see what I'm going to use the normal 3 build on. That Rathian might not be bad, the 135 there. But I just have to see if it is Rathian on its own, or it's like a combination. But that was a little taste of piercing element Heavy Bowgun build. I do think the switch skills do all work in combination. It's just I need more practice remembering the steps where it's counter charge, setting sun, crouching shot. If you can get those 3 all in one, then you just have a flurry of shots going out, especially with like spare shot proccing every now and then too. But for now, I think we're good to end this episode of Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak right here. Thank you all very much for joining me on this episode of the series. If you did enjoy the video, be sure to give it a like, and if you have any comments, tips, or tricks, be sure in the comments right down below. And until I do see you in the next video, Hunters and Survivors, please remember, as always, to take care, stay alive, and happy hunting.